my dear students. Today we will do the second part of the question solving from the chapter Inverse Trigonometric Functions. In this link today we will solve from question number 11 to question number 20. Let's start. Okay, let's see question number 11. Question number 11 is if tan inverse x square plus cot inverse x square is equal to 5 pi square by 8, then find the value of x. Now given that this is the expression which is given, you will write it down. Now here what we have done, we know that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So in place of cot inverse x, we are putting pi by 2 minus tan inverse x. Then we are doing square, means here square. Now this is the formula for a minus b whole square, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now we are putting the value, then we are subsequently solving. Please observe, here we have solved. Now here 2 cancel. We are reaching at a point where we are getting 2 tan inverse x square minus tan inverse x is equal to 3 pi square by 8. Let tan inverse x is equal to y, which implies that tan y is equal to x. Therefore 2y square minus pi y is equal to 3 pi square by 8. Therefore 2 pi square minus pi y is equal to minus 3 pi square by 8. So y what we have taken? Tan inverse x. We are applying here quadratic formula, and after solving we are getting y is equal to pi plus minus 2 pi by 4 is equal to y is equal to pi plus 2 pi by 4 or y is equal to pi minus 2 pi by 4. So we are getting two values, alright. Y is equal to 3 pi by 4 or y is equal to minus pi by 4. Now we are considering the case when tan inverse x is equal to 3 pi by 4. That means x is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. Tan inverse is, if it is coming this side, tan 3 pi by 4. So x will be equal to minus 1. Similarly, tan inverse x is equal to minus pi by 4 means x is equal to tan of minus pi by 4. That is nothing but minus tan pi by 4, that is equal to minus 1. So we are getting x is equal to minus 1. I hope you all have understood. In both the cases we are getting x is equal to minus pi by 4. Now let's see question number 12. Here there is a change in the question. The question is cot inverse 7 plus cot inverse 8 is equal to cot inverse 18. Sorry, plus cot inverse 18 is equal to cot inverse 3. So here what we will do, we will first convert it in this form. As we know that cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 by x. So cot inverse 7 can be written as tan inverse 1 by 7 because cot inverse x is tan inverse 1 by x. So tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 8 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. From cot inverse 18, tan inverse 1 by 18. So tan inverse 1 by 7 plus 1 by 18. Now here why we have used this formula? Because 1 by 7 into 1 by 8 is equal to 1 by 15 less than 1. Because we know that the formula, if xy is less than 1, then only this formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, you have to write down the reason out here. See how I have written, right students? So tan inverse 18 will remain as it is. After solving we are getting tan inverse 3 by 11 plus tan inverse 1 by 18, that is tan inverse 3 by 11 plus 1 by 18 into 1 minus 3 by 11 into 1 by 18. Here you can see that again I have written the reason. 3 by 11 into 1 by 18 is 1 by 66 less than 1. That is nothing but tan inverse 65 by 198, that is 195 by 198. Cancelled, we are getting tan inverse 1 by 3, that is equal to cot inverse 3, right? Now here again I have written the reason. Cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 by x. I repeat, in all these cases I have written the reasons and I expect you people to write like this. Thank you. The next question is also very important. Prove that tan of pi by 4 plus half cos inverse a by b plus tan pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse a by b is equal to 2b by a. We have to prove it, right? We start with LHS and this part we will take it as x, so that it will be in the form of tan pi by 4 plus x plus tan pi by 4 minus x. What we are getting? Let half cos inverse a by b is x. So cos a by b will be equal to 2x. See, 2 is multiplied here. Next step, cos will be here inverse. Both the side we multiply cos. Cos and cos inverse will be cancelled. We are getting cos 2x is a by b. Therefore, 10 pi by 4 plus x plus 10 pi by 4 minus x is nothing but, here we have applied the formula 10 pi by 4 plus 10x 1 minus 10 by pi by 4 into 10x. Okay, 10a plus b 10a minus b, we have applied the formula. Opening of the bracket, subsequent solving in the steps, and then we are getting 2 taken out common, 1 plus 10 square x by 1 minus 10 square x. This is nothing but, can it be written as 1 by 1 minus 10 square x by 1 plus 10 square x, right? So that if we multiply, this one will go up, that is 2 10 inverse 1 plus x 10 square x by 1 minus 10 square x, that is 2 into 1 by cos 2x. I hope you all have understood, because cos 2x is 1 minus 10 square x by 1 plus 10 square x. Now cos 2x, actually what was the formula? Cos 2x is cos 2x, the formula is a by b. So we substitute it here and we are getting 2 into 1 by a by b, that is 2b by a. So this is nothing but your RHS. Okay, proved. Next question 14. Represent cot sin inverse x in terms of x only. So cot of sin inverse x is cot theta. Now here what we have done, let sin inverse x is equal to theta. Sin theta is x. Cos theta will be root over of 1 minus n square theta. That is 1 minus x square root over. So cot theta will be cos theta by sin theta. So cos theta is actually root over of 1 minus x square and sin theta is x. So theta is cot inverse root over of 1 minus x square by x. So root over of 1 minus x square by x. Question number 15. This is question number 15. Write in the simplest form tan inverse x by root over of a square minus x square. Now tan inverse x by root over of a square minus x square. Always I have told you, your objective should be to convert this in the form of tan, so that tan and tan inverse will cancel each other and we will simplify. Now how to get tan? Tan can be possible if we are writing here sin theta and here cos theta. That means we can put, let x is equal to a sin theta. So theta will be equal to, x will be a will be divided here x by a. So sin theta will be equal to x by a and theta will be equal to sin inverse x by a. So tan inverse x by root over of a square minus x square can be rewritten as tan inverse a sin theta by root over of a square minus a square sin square theta. So tan inverse a sin theta by root over of a sin square theta. A cancel, sin theta by cos theta is nothing but tan theta. So theta is sin inverse x by a. Alright. Question number 16. Prove that cos 2 sin inverse 5 by root 2 is equal to sin 4 cos inverse 3 by root over of 10. So LHS part is, first of all you will write what is the LHS, you will write it down. Now this is a very very important question, let me tell you, it often comes as a 4 marks question. So let's see how to do it. Now always remember, cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1, right? So we have cos 2 theta here. Please observe, we have cos 2 theta is nothing but 2 cos square theta minus 1, right? So 2 cos square. Now here what we have done, sin inverse 1 by 5 root 2 is theta. So sin theta will be equal to 1 by 5 root 2. So cos theta will be equal to root over of 1 minus sin square theta root over of 1 minus 5 root 2 whole square. That is 49 by 50. That is 7 by 5 root 2. I hope it is clear. Now in place of sin inverse 1 by 5 root 2, we can write cos inverse 7 by 5 root 2. Why? Because how we have written it here? How? Because this is nothing but its square. Okay, because this theta we are writing it in terms of theta. This is nothing but 2 cos square theta minus 1, and theta we have reduced it to, see here, theta is cos inverse of 7 by 5 root 2. Alright, so now let's see 2 cos square. Now why we have done like this? Because our objective is to cancel cos and cos inverse. It's get cancelled and we are getting 2 into cos and cos inverse cancel, 5 by 2 root 2 whole square minus 1. So it is nothing but 7 by 5 root 2 whole square minus 1. 7 by 5 root 2 whole square means 49 by 50 minus 1, that is 24 by 25. Similarly in the RHS is sine 4 cos inverse 3 by 2 root 10. Now here this part is very important. This is nothing but sine 2 into 2 cos inverse 3 root 10. That is sine 2, this whole part, please observe, this whole part 2 cos inverse 3 root 10, this whole part is theta. That is nothing but 2 sine theta. I have written it here. Let it be say theta. This 2 sine theta into cos theta. This part now, this part students is taken as theta. So this is nothing but, again see, this how we can write it down, you need to understand very properly. Again sine 2 is written 2 like this. Now we can write it down sine 2 theta again here. So that is nothing but 2 into 2 is 4. 4 sine cos inverse 3 root 10 into cos inverse 3 root 10. Like how it is done. Now see how it is done. 4 sine cos inverse 3 root 10 into cos inverse 3 root 10. This is written 2 cos square cos inverse 3 by root 10 minus 1. This is based on the formula cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now here how it is done, sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta into cos theta. Right? Please understand this question is a very important question. Now cos inverse 3 root 10, you can see how I have converted it. Let it be equal to P. Cos P we are finding, sin P we are finding. So P will be equal to sin inverse 1 by root 10. So in place of sine of cos inverse 3 root 10, we are writing 1 by root 10. Okay? I hope you are getting it. Do it slowly. This is a little bit complicated, but if you do it slowly, you can pause the video and just see and write. Okay? And ultimately after solving, you are getting 24 by 25. Question number 18. Find the value of tan inverse x by y minus tan inverse x minus y by x plus y. So this is a very easy question in the form of tan inverse a minus tan inverse b. So it is nothing but tan inverse a minus b by 1 plus ab. So tan inverse, here just we have done the calculation. Okay, are you getting? So what you are getting, tan inverse 10 pi by 4, that is equal to pi by 4. See the solution part. You can pause. If you think you are not able to do, you can pause it and then proceed. Question number 19. You have to find the value of this quantity which is given. Right? See the question. The first expression we have written like this. Now here is a very important formula. 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. That is sec inverse 5 root 2 by 7 is equal to x. Sec x is equal to 5 root 2 by 7. That means 10x is equal to root over of sec square x minus 1. That is 5 root 2 by 7 whole square minus 1. So 10x will be equal to root over of 50 by 49 minus 1. That is equal to 1 by 7. So in place of, just see here, sec inverse 5 root 2 by 7, how we are getting tan inverse 1 by 7? Here I have explained the entire thing. Just pause and see how it is done. And here 2 tan inverse x and here 2 tan inverse x, the formula is put like this. Just see, observe. Okay. Now let's see the next step. The next step is telling, after solving we are getting tan inverse 5 by 12 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 16 by 63. So solve by using the simple formula, that is tan inverse a plus tan inverse b. What is the formula? Tan inverse a plus b by 1 minus ab. And after solving, you will be getting somewhat like this. Just check the solution whether you are getting or not and let me know. Alright. Last question for today. Evaluate cot tan inverse alpha plus tan inverse 1 by alpha. Just see here. we know the formula tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is tan inverse A plus B by 1 minus AB. So tan inverse alpha plus 1 by alpha is 1 minus alpha into 1 by alpha. So here 1 and 1 is cancelled, we are getting 0. Alpha square plus 1 by alpha, that is equal to infinity. Now tan inverse infinity is 10 pi by 2. So tan and tan inverse cancel each other, we are getting cot pi by 2 whose value is 0. Okay. That's all for today. See you in tomorrow's link. Thank you.